So I'm gonna try something different now, and I'm gonna try to talk about subjects involving comedy. And I actually wanted to do this last week. I was reading in the news that a comedian in Canada was being sued for a joke he performed back in 2010. I usually side with comics. I believe that, you know, comedy should sometimes be controversial. And but what interested me about this case is that apparently it went all the way to the Canadian Supreme Court. First of all, I didn't even know that Canada had their own Supreme Court. So, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Anyway, hey, what's up, John? Mr. Positive. I saw your new shirts, your new positive shirts. When are you gonna send me one? So that crap you gave me like 2 years ago. So yeah, this comedian in Canada is being sued and made it all the way to the Supreme Court for a joke he said back in 2010. Apparently, he was roasting famous Canadians and making fun of what he perceived as like special treatment, I guess, for the rich and famous. So he was roasting Celine Dion and her husband. And the comedian's name, by the way, is Mike Ward. Mike Ward is the name of the comic. And in his set, he roasted this kid named Justin Gabriel, I believe it was. And Justin Gabriel was born with a condition. I'm not sure about my laptop or my iPad, I'm sorry, to look up more of the information I don't have memorized. But he has something called, I believe it like Treacher's something syndrome. It's a congenital disease that affects bone structure, and so his face is a little misshapen. It can also cause deafness, which it did in this guy, Justin Gabriel. And this comedian, Mike Ward, basically he made a joke about Justin Gabriel making fun of his disease and calling him ugly. First of all, making any comic that goes after someone's looks or appearances, weight, first of all, I don't think that's funny because it's not very creative, and you would expect more from a professional comic. So this guy just calling him ugly, I don't see how that's funny. But he's Canadian, he's French Canadian, so maybe that's what it is. They don't have the best sense of humor, I guess. Because even this audience laughed at that. Now, to me, the biggest concern isn't so much that he made fun of Justin Gabriel's appearance, and which is caused, of course, by this disease. The problem for me is that Justin Gabriel was only 13 years old when Mike Ward said this. Okay, and I think an adult comic should never go after a kid. That's never funny. So apparently this Justin Gabriel guy, he was a Make-A-Wish Foundation kid. So Mike Ward in this set also said he thought Justin Gabriel was going to die, and when he saw that he's still alive, he wanted to kill him, drown him. That's what joke said. So that's kind of fucked up, making a joke about killing a disabled 13-year-old, first of all. So this, obviously, Justin Gabriel, he became a singer, and a very popular singer. I believe he still sings. He's like 24 years old now, but He's a well-known singer in Canada. And the thing is, he was already being made fun of in school before Mike Ward's act came out. And after that act came out, Peter Gabriel, Genesis, great band. Sledgehammer, great song. Anyways, so Justin Gabriel, when he went back to school, kids were making fun of him, and this time they were using Mike Ward's jokes to make fun of him, to bully him. So that's kind of fucked up. I don't think that's something that comedians should be doing. I don't know. What's your opinion? John, you're the only one still here. What's your opinion, Mr. Positive? What is your opinion about making fun of kids on stage by a professional comic? If you have one. No response. I'm not even sure you're still here. Anyways, yeah, so I just think it's something that shouldn't be happening. Yeah. I don't know if Mike Ward, I haven't heard anything really from him. Yeah, it's wrong. It is wrong. You're right, John. It is wrong. It's fucked up. First of all, like I said, it's not creative. It's not, rule number one in comedy is, if you're going to say a joke, make sure it's funny. And if it's not creative, it's not very funny, man. Basically, he was doing what kids in the schools were doing, was just bullying him, but this time from afar, and using comedy as an excuse. So, I don't know, like for instance, Kathy Griffin, when she did that thing with Donald Trump's head, when she chopped off his head or whatever, that wasn't funny. I personally don't think Kathy Griffin is funny at all, but in that case, she was making the joke at a grown man's expense, at a grown man who makes fun of others, a grown man who actually makes fun of the disabled people too. Exactly. High school. That's what it sounds like. High school shit. But yeah, if you're gonna be a comedian, be funny, man. Be creative. Don't fall for like something that a first grader can come up with, like saying you're ugly or he's ugly. Yeah, that's not creative at all, man. So I don't know. Then again, like I tried watching the set, that Mike Ward set where he made fun of Justin Gabriel, and I didn't. Unfortunately, it's in French Canadian, so I didn't understand a single word he said. It sounded like gibberish to me because I don't speak anything other than Spanish and English, and that I hardly speak those two languages right even. So, and I know how to order a beer in Germany. Ein Bier bitte. So that's it. That's it for my language skills. Today I'm drinking St. Pauli Girl. I no longer stick to Rolling Rock because they never responded to my sponsor requests. Yeah, Spanglish. That's the official language of Calexico, California. Spanglish. But yeah, man. I'm gonna leave it at that because I don't really have much more to say on that topic. But John, I'm gonna give you a call right now after I shut this down, man. See how you're doing, all right? Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, wear a mask. All right, thanks. Bye.